I'm going to discuss the 2024 conference opponents for the Big Ten in football for next year. Obviously, they had 16. Then Oregon and Washington decided, I want to join the party and go to the Big Ten with UCLA and USC. So that's a start fresh for everybody now. And I'm going to mention the away games first for each team, then the home games, and then I'll go over the next team and then away games and home games, and you all get the point here, and so on and so forth for 18 teams. And I apologize, this might be long, but I'm going to try to be as fast as possible while seeing the right teams. Illinois, away games, Nebraska, Northwestern, Oregon, Penn State, Rutgers. Home games, Michigan, Michigan State, Minnesota, Purdue. Away games for Indiana, Michigan State, Northwestern, Ohio State, UCLA. Home games, Maryland, Michigan, Nebraska, Purdue, Washington. Iowa's away games, Maryland, Minnesota, Michigan State, Ohio State, UCLA. Home games, Nebraska, Northwestern, Washington, Wisconsin. Away games for Maryland, Indiana, Minnesota, Oregon, Penn State. Home games, Iowa, Michigan State, Northwestern, Rutgers, USC. Home games for Michigan, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio State, Washington. Away games, Michigan State, Minnesota, Northwestern, Oregon, USC. Michigan State's away games, Illinois, Maryland, Michigan, Oregon. Home games, Indiana, Iowa, Ohio State, Purdue, Rutgers. Now Minnesota's away games, Illinois, Michigan, Rutgers, UCLA, Wisconsin. Home games, Iowa, Maryland, Penn State, USC. Now Nebraska's away games, Indiana, Iowa, Ohio State, Purdue, USC. Home games, Illinois, Rutgers, UCLA, Wisconsin. Now Northwestern, which they're probably going to have a new head coach, and maybe the current interim could be the head coach, but we'll have to wait and see on that down the line. Away games, Iowa, Maryland, Michigan, Purdue, Washington. Now home games, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio State, Wisconsin. Next team, Oregon. The away games, Michigan, Purdue, UCLA, Wisconsin. Home games, Illinois, Maryland, Michigan State, Ohio State, then Washington. I apologize on that. Now Ohio State's away games, Michigan State, Northwestern, Oregon, Penn State. Home games, Indiana, Iowa, Michigan, Nebraska, Purdue. Now Penn State's away games, Minnesota, Purdue, USC, Wisconsin. Home games, Illinois, Maryland, Ohio State, UCLA, Washington. Now Purdue's away games, Illinois, Indiana, Michigan State, Ohio State, Wisconsin. Away games, Nebraska, Northwestern, Oregon, Penn State. Now Rutgers, away games are Maryland, Michigan State, Nebraska, USC. Now home games, Illinois, Minnesota, UCLA, Washington, Wisconsin. Now UCLA's away games, Nebraska, Penn State, Rutgers, Washington. Home games, Indiana, Iowa, Minnesota, Oregon, USC. But USC is nothing in terms of travel. USC's away games, Maryland, Michigan, Minnesota, UCLA, and Washington. That's very, very fair of them to do that. Now, home games, Nebraska, Penn State, Rutgers, Wisconsin. So there's only 4. Now, Washington's away games, Indiana, Iowa, Oregon, Penn State, Rutgers. Home games, Michigan, Northwestern, UCLA, and USC. Now, away games for Wisconsin, Iowa, Nebraska, Northwestern, Rutgers, USC. Now, home games: Minnesota, Oregon, Penn State, Purdue. So that's all 18 teams right there. And as you could tell, it's either 4 or 5 home and away games for everybody, which it has to be balanced. I mean, in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, half the conference does have 5 away games, and half the conference has 5 home games. So, you know, it's going to be interesting next year in the Big Ten because all the travel factor, like with the new travel factor for first of all, and then second, new teams in the conference, 4 new ones. So, anyways, if you like this content, hit like and subscribe and see you guys later. 600 subscribers. Of course, the ultimate goal is to get up to 1,000 so we can make money and more things could happen. And comment on the video and hit the like button because doing both of those things does help the algorithm so more people can see it, and then potentially subscribe as well and hit the notification bell while you're at it.